Good morning, students. Today we are going to see the topic AI agents and design patterns and framework from the course Generative AI and Agentic Systems. Let us start with the introduction about AI agents and design patterns. Here there are four key design patterns which starts from the reflection side. In reflection, there should be an independent review of its own output before it is responding to the user query or request. And another design pattern, there should be a tools usage where the interaction between the external tools and the resources where it brings the additional information with respect to the user queries and prompts. And the third key design pattern is multi-agent collaboration where there is a relationship between the specialized agents for handling each and every exclusive task. When it comes to planning key pattern, there is a break of the entire problem into the smaller pieces, and each pieces is considered as a task with an incremental approach. So let's have a recap with few ice-breaking questions. What is AI? And give some examples and explain the chatbots and maps and where did you use this AI today? So as we know that we use this AI in everyday's life. If you're starting from your email inbox to your automatic or autonomous cars where AI is the reason behind. So here there are plenty of examples are picturized: voice assistant, email filtering, navigation maps, and online e-commerce, autonomous cars, and social media feeds, and also the streaming services, OTT platform. So here the learning objectives, we are going to understand what exactly the AI agent and the characteristics of AI agent, and also we are going to explore the design patterns and learning frameworks. So however, it is a combination of four circles of diagrams. Venn diagram looks like a Venn diagram. So one of the thing is like it creates an autonomous decision making ability, and it will be able to adapt to the new situations where the social interaction is possible with all the other components, and it will be acting on behalf of another software or a system. So let's see what is an AI agent exactly. Yes, every AI agent, it perceives the environment where it uses the perception power. Then it will be processing the information accordingly the sensors. Then it will be in the automation mode where it independently acts like a software system. So here you see that agent, it has abilities, goals, preferences, and with the prior knowledge, then that will be passed, that will be sensed through various sensors, and it is passing through observations and with the past experience of likelihood, then to the environment with the actions. So the various features of AI agents and most common features are, as you know, that autonomy. The second one is mobility and sociality and learning ability and proactivity and reactivity. So in all the cases, the AI characteristics are explained. It has its own independent method of executing the task, and it is very proactive, which is used to predict the things well in advance, and it has a continuous learning ability with this socially integrated applications with a more reactive approach. Yes, the more key characteristics here it is, as you know that independent problem solving is being achieved through this AI agents, and understanding the world around the entire problems, or as you know that government agents and all the private agent applications where we are able to understand the entire world around. And it is experience of learning and also improving through the reinforcement learning. Also it faces the reasoning with the logical touch, and it is planning the entire task into the smaller level. So there are four common design patterns, as you know, that reactive agents where there would be their input and output direct interaction, and there is a deliberative agents where the input is being analyzed with the proper reasoning and planning, then it is provided to the output. Then in hybrid agent level, there would be a reactive mode and a deliberative mode, and in the multi-agent system, there would be multiple agents like agent 1, agent 2, etc. So here the framework with some plenty of examples: LangChain, auto generation, and QA, OpenAI. So these are all the most popular AI agents currently it is used. and its speciality and the combinations also it is explained. So the framework choice is based on the four tasks. How we have to choose the task is first one is autogen, the ideal for dynamic multi-agent conversations. It is used for the problem solving creative level. Langgraph, it is highly suitable for the complex decision trees and integration heavy task. And OpenAI, it is a great choice for the quick prototyping and for creating educational level applications. And Crew AI, it is highly suitable for structured team workflow and with the, where you find the repeatable task. So the problem, we take the empathy on the student, IT students, and he's facing lack of issues in studies like low motivation, too much of distractions he's facing, and he faces concentration. Also, he has memorizing the things, and also he dislikes the subjects. He's finding lack of resources and he's finding difficulty in time management. So with this problem, how the agents can be defined and ideated. So we need to understand the situation where the subject it belongs to, and how does the system needs to learn over the period of time. And we also have to check the problems and the complexity level. So, do we require single agents or any multiple agents to required to solve these issues? Is the goal is fixed for a specific time, or it is a dynamic one, and it will have multi dimensions. So these things are analyzed in the definition stage and ideation stage. Then prototype can be developed based on the activity of designing an AI agent by doing the process like perceiving, where the perception is about the world, and thinking, decide what to do, then act to take actions after the sensory things, and finally learn, and through the reinforcement learning did that work out, how could we improvise in the next time. So this is the role play of you have to take each and everybody, every student has to take the stages like perception, starting from perception, thinking, acting, and learning. And here the applications where, as per the T-shaped model, the AI agents are highly used in geometric research agent. It is used in financial research, and it is also used in demand forecasting agents. And each level, you see that the cognitive level and action, how it is explained with the profiling process, and how the other modules are explained, memory module, knowledge module, etc. So finally, the summary, how to build an AI agent. Here the steps are given very simple. Initially define the problem first and clear the objectives, then analyze the environment, the situational variables, then finally define the perception level through the reasoning and actions with the support of sensors and actuators. And the fourth step, you have to choose which agent architecture is suitable for your problem. Then have to design the decision making logic, I mean the workflow, and finally define the performance indicators like we call it as PES. And finally, in the step 7, implement and train with the data sets and test the agent prototype. And at last, we have to install it by through deploying and monitoring the agent. This monitoring process, it takes the reinforcement learning for the further improvement. Thank you, students. We continue the next class.